all trolling and bullshit aside, the Intercontinental Championship and the Divas division are really gonna steal the show at WrestleMania, aren't they? Just saying. What's going on, everybody? It's your buddy, it's your pal Spaz Phoenix, the YWC Reality Check, here with your Wednesday night SmackDown review. A lot of people think I'm being cocky with the whole Wednesday night SmackDown review, but that's when I get it here, so that's when you're getting a review. If you don't watch SmackDown till tomorrow, then don't watch this till tomorrow. It's a thing, right? Oh, man. This whole SmackDown, realistically speaking, has focused on the Intercontinental Championship, hasn't it? And that's never a bad thing, is it? I mean, I'm sure all the Roman Reigns haters will say that this was a great show because Roman wasn't on it, and da-da-da-da, and all of a sudden, SmackDown will become great because Roman wasn't on it, and Goatface was on for 2 seconds, and... Anyways, let's talk about some awesome shit. We start off the show with Ziggler walking out with the IC title after the hot potato action on Raw. There's a ladder on the ramp signifying that that there's going to be a ladder match at WrestleMania. I wonder who the competitors are going to be. It's a little, yeah. He's coming out, he's all cocky, as Dolph Ziggler usually is, saying the belt feels right, it feels like it's back in the right spot, and it kind of feels right because I never got my rematch against Barrett. Oh wait, that's because the Authority fucked with me. In essence, you know, life's all about second chances. He enters himself into the ladder match at WrestleMania, which is funny after what happened to John Cena on Raw. You can't just put yourself in matches unless your name's Dolph Ziggler, apparently. Look at all the other awesome people that could be in this match. There's one person missing. Invites out Daniel Bryan, and he talks about the yes movement, da-da-da. He gets Barrett instead. King on commentary compares Wade Barrett to Kanye West, which is... I guess him attempting to be socially relevant, if not a bit late. Says, the belt belongs to me, and you have something that I want. And Ziggler cuts him off. He says, you want something. You want charisma, you want a better Twitter following, you want better looks, you want movie star talent, and all this sort of thing. And you're not a good comedian. You, Harper, Truth, and Ambrose will never be champions. You're not the right people that should be champions. Who are you to make this match, and who are you to put yourself in it? Give me my belt back, or I'm going to take it from you. And Ziggler's all ready to go, drops the belt. He could go. Obviously, he gets squared in the back of the head by Harper. Isn't that a thing? After he gets taken out, there's a tug-of-war between Harper and Barrett, and those two standing eye to eye is kind of an intimidating thing, isn't it? There's, you know what, call me crazy, one-on-one, Barrett versus Harper is a match I'd like to see, but, you know, Ziggler revives, jumps the two of them, Ambrose joins into the mix, and the faces clear the heels out of the ring. There's a four-man brawl, and Truth steals the belt in the melee. You know, Teddy Long booking without Teddy Long says this is going to be a tag team match. Later on in the night, R-Truth leaves with the belt, you know, stealing things, and... Later on in the night, I'm going to say this now because I'm going to forget to say it later. King makes a comment later on in the night to Byron Saxton. Byron Saxton as the heel color guy on SmackDown is just weird because I don't care enough about what he's saying for it to be funny. He starts talking about how everybody's been stealing the Intercontinental Championship, and King says to Byron Saxton, "You shouldn't talk about stealing. You only became a commentator so you'd have an alibi." The only other person at the commentator booth at the time was R-Truth, and I really don't want this to fuel the fire of all the people out there talking about how racist the WWE is, etc., etc. At the end of this segment, all I see in the background is a big, huge, black and pink push Ziggler sign. So let's just hope they do that at WrestleMania instead of bowing to certain crybaby fans. Moving on, the match, first match of the night is a 2-minute tag team match. Oh, yes. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro and the new and improved dominatrix Natalya versus Los Matadors with El Torito. Obviously, like I say, it's a 2-minute match. Not El Torito. The Matadors look better than they should. The champions still look dominant, obviously. Natty takes out El Torito at one point in the match, and the Cesaro swing combined with the low drop kick from Kidd gets the win for Kidd and Cesaro. I mean, this was a squash match for all intents and purposes. It was still kind of fun. I love the tandem offense that that Kid and Cesaro were coming up with, because on Raw they had that drop toe hold into the knee combination that they did, and this one they've been doing for a while, the Cesaro swing into Kid's low drop kick. They used it as the finishing move of the match, which I don't know whether that's a thing. You know, Cesaro's uppercuts and the Sharpshooter should be the ways that these match end. But what I liked, there was a promo, like a screen-in, screen promo with the champions, and basically they're saying they're looking at the entire division, and if any of you want the opportunity to lose to us at WrestleMania, you have to earn it. So not only are they saying you have to earn your shot at WrestleMania, but you're earning the chance to lose at WrestleMania, which is fantastic. Kane and the Big Show argue in the back because this is the SmackDown. This is the B team portion of the Authority, is it not? Kane and Big Show argue about Randy Orton being in the Authority. Big Show says that he was right about Orton. Roddy Raw. Show enters himself into the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Says that he will break the head off the trophy and put his own head on the trophy, which would be painful / suicidal, would it not? And then he's going to rename the Battle Royal the Big Show Battle Royal. Now, I find this funny, and and obviously the Authority is heel, so they're full of shit. Stephanie McMahon, and I'm not defending John Cena either, but her reason for not letting not letting Cena into the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal was because him being there would disgrace Andre the Giant. Now, Big Show, who's in the Authority with Stephanie, is going to go and win and break the head off of the Andre trophy and rename it the Big Show. The Big Show Battle Royal. Kane enters the Battle Royal and announces that he's in the Battle Royal as well. And Big Show asks him, who's going to be there? Is it going to be the Big Red Monster, the Devil's Favorite Demon, or is it going to be the spokesperson for Men's Warehouse? And Kane, because he can't resist doing the dry comedy at this point, says, you're going to like the way I look. I guarantee it. And, you know, I don't know if those commercials air in the States or overseas or whatever, so I don't know how many of you out there found that funny, but I did, because here those commercials are all over the damn place. Next, we have an absolute barn burner. It's Ryback versus Kane. Yeah. They do a tail of the tape thing on SmackDown, which I wish they did more often, but I think it's just some promotional thing they're doing with Twix, you know, Twix, Pick a Side, and Roddy Raw, but it gave it, you know, for a match that nobody gave a shit about, let's be real, it gave it sort of a big fight feel, and I say sorta, and I underline that a lot, but it's little things like that could be put into place, and everything would feel bigger, and da-da-da-da. Big Show is outside the ring with Kane, but also shit-talking Kane, and staring down the trophy that's just there. WWE kind of hits stuff over the head these days. It's like anytime anybody involved in the ladder match is out talking or in a match or whatever, they have the ladder on the stage because these guys are fighting in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Clearly, the trophy has to be there. But Big Show's staring down a trophy and doing the Andre cross-arm pose and whatnot. Ryback starts the match with a shoulder tackle, second rope something, and we never find out what it is because it's caught by a Kane uppercut. A lot of mudhole stomping by Kane. They trade elbows, and that ends with a snapmare by Kane. Reverse neckbreaker by Ryback, belly to belly, which is really nice for Ryback. By Ryback. Splash and a spinebuster by Ryback. Big Show just tries to distract Ryback, distracts Kane instead. Meat hook clothesline gets the win for Ryback. It's nothing. It's a shit match between two big guys that are just big. Kane, in his anger after being told off by the Big Show, makes another match right now. Big Show versus Ryback. Show stalls outside for a while, saying that he didn't know he was in a match tonight, which is fair enough, I suppose. Both men throw fists, knees and clubbing arms and clotheslines, all by Big Show. A front slam by Big Show twice, and a headbutt. Shoulder tackle by Ryback. Huge spinebuster, and it is, by Ryback. Kane in. He eats a meat hook clothesline for his troubles, but a weapon of mass destruction punch by the Big Show gets Big Show the victory. He gets in Kane's face the whole, you know, that's how you do it. I beat him, you didn't. You know, you were his second match in 10 minutes. That doesn't really matter. But whatever. Big Show and Kane continue there. Here's the deal. Here's the deal, guys. I want to ask you guys a serious question. This is a bonus fan interaction. What tag team breakup are you more interested in? Goldust and Stardust, Miz and Mizdow, or Big Show and Kane? Sarcasm is dripping. Oh yes. We get a replay of Wyatt's messages to The Undertaker from Fastlane and from this Monday night's Raw, which is great and wonderful. And we get a short little promo this week that says, Undertaker, your reckoning at WrestleMania awaits. You still refuse to answer, but I have something I think you can relate to. This Monday night Raw, I will release its spirit. Camera pans out. Obviously, he's holding an urn. He burnt a casket on Raw. Obviously, he's holding an urn now. Not even you can run from your fate. Rise, dead man. Rise. The rumor is that we're not going to see Undertaker at all until WrestleMania. Now, they haven't done that since his rematch with Kane at WrestleMania 20, I believe. I mean, even WrestleMania 20, if you think about it, when they show the graphics for the fights, it's like picture of this person, picture of this person, picture of this person, picture of this person. The graphic for that match, because we didn't know whether it was going to be Badass Undertaker or Dead Man Undertaker or Ministry Undertaker or whatever, it was just a picture of Kane on one side and a tombstone cross type thing on the other side, and we didn't know what and it was very anonymous, and it was very hard to get invested in from the point of view that we had never seen The Undertaker. Now, obviously Bray Wyatt is leaps and bounds above Kane and can carry this, but if they decide to do that, not have Undertaker be seen or heard from at all until the day of WrestleMania, they're taking a very big gamble with the crowd's interest in the match. And I know I'm referring to The Undertaker here, so people will be invested anyways, but that's... Don't know about that, even if that's even true. We see the return of Sheamus video again. We replay Rollins and Jon Stewart from Raw, because that's not a thing. We had... I swear to God, one of the highlights of the night, AJ Lee versus Brie Bella. Why am I dinging? This is what happens when I don't turn the sound off on my phone. You guys are... I'm talking to you guys, other people are talking to me. Anyways, AJ Lee back from 4 months of absence, and the commentators speculate that she's been on vacation, and the Bellas speculate that she's being on vacation. They are the true pioneers of give divas a chance. They've been giving all the divas in the division a chance, and AJ's been on vacation. Rah. Obviously, Nikki's out with Brie. Paige comes out to join AJ in her corner. Collar and elbow tie up from the start. Brie chokes AJ in the corner, and AJ gets out with a kick. She basically hops up her shoulders up onto the turnbuckles and drop kicks straight out. It's a nice little escape. AJ arm drag, arm lock, hammer lock, clothesline, all in succession. Looks really nice. Top rope crossbody by AJ gets a near fall. Top rope drop kick by Brie gets a near fall. Fez press by Brie, and slamming her head multiple times into the floor gets 2 near falls for Brie. A botched clothesline by Brie, and it did really look awkward. It was the only bad thing in this match, but it has to be said. Then Brie has AJ in what I can only call a seated submission of some kind, because it was kind of a combination of a choke, an abdominal stretch, and a full Nelson, because the arm was being worked on, both arms were being worked on, the head was being worked on, and the back was being worked on. It was a nice little move. Big, burly male wrestlers would not be able to do this, but divas are tiny, and karma's not there, and this is a thing, and these can happen in divas matches for sure. AJ eats turnbuckle many times. Brie clothesline and a near fall. Brie DDT and a near fall and a shoulder tackle. A snapmare and a rolling neckbreaker by Brie gets another near fall. AJ is looking quite the underdog at this point. Daniel Bryan, this is how you do it, etc., etc., etc. Brie rides a headlock for a long time. AJ on the bottom rope. AJ is laid out across the bottom rope, and Brie hits a Foley-style running knee to the face that looks dirty. Brie misses a second rope drop kick. She can get a drop kick from the top rope, but she misses from the second, which is interesting. AJ hits a running elbow, corner clotheslines, and a neck breaker. Drop kicks Brie out of the ring, and for a brief moment, we have an awesome 4-way standoff on the outside. There's no interference, but we have a 4-way standoff between the Bellas, Paige, and AJ. You know, foreshadowing for the match that we know we're getting at WrestleMania, which is fantastic. Back in the ring, Brie is distracted enough for AJ to lock on the Black Widow. Paige holds off Nikki's interference. Brie taps and AJ gets the win. Welcome back, AJ. Too bad this happened on SmackDown. We replay the announcement that Alundra Blaze is going into the Hall of Fame. Yay. Now, here's another little thing I want to ask, and I was going to make this into, again, into another fan interaction video, but I'll throw it on here for the hell of it. We know that the four of them are having a match at WrestleMania, Nikki, Brie, AJ, and Paige. Now, the rumor is that this is going to be a tag team match, which is fine. It makes sense. You've got the hood ornaments of Total Divas versus the Anti-Diva and the Anti-Total Diva. It's great. Storyline-wise, it works. It means we're not defending the title at WrestleMania. Would you rather see that, or would you rather see a Fatal 4-Way? I'm good either way, but I really want to know what other people's thoughts are on this. New Day versus Miz and Mizdow. We replay the Niagara commercial from Raw, which is fine. We get the typical Mizdow humor. Fans love Mizdow. They hate the I don't say typical like it was bad, but it's very much what we've seen multiple times already. The little bit of match that there is, New Day looks great. New Day is kind of lost in the shuffle. They are fighting with everybody that has an ongoing storyline, aren't they? I hope they have something to do at WrestleMania, even if they're just in the Battle Royal, or if Kofi wants to join the ladder match and have a couple of spots or whatever. The commentators on this match, usually I mock the people that run down the commentators in WWE because they're not that bad. They're not great, but they're not as horrible as they're made out to be most of the time. During this match, we got every erectile dysfunction related joke you could possibly think of. You know, the competition's looking stiff, you know, he's been beaten down, he's looking real limp. You know, Jerry Lawler says, I saw Miz's commercial and I tried one of those pills. It got stuck in my throat and I had a stiff neck. It was, on the one hand, it was bad. On the other hand, it was so bad that it was funny. And on the third hand, no. It just wasn't. I had to laugh because that's how you got through it, and there's a bunch of people in this match that I have respect for. But the comment, no. And Byron Saxton, just no. We replay the Heyman promo from Raw. We do a highlight reel of all of Lesnar's destruction to make up for the fact that he's never around. Byron Saxton interviews Roman Reigns. He basically talks about Superman punching Brock Lesnar silly and cutting him in half with a spear at WrestleMania and walking out the champion and shutting up the naysayers and all that sort of thing. Swagger versus Rusev, to which I literally, there's no, fuck my chair. Need to buy a new chair again. Fuck me. I literally laughed out loud when these guys came out for this match because there was no chance of Swagger winning this match anyway. But you look at the current storyline we're in, there's no way that Swagger is going to beat somebody that has a victory over John Cena. It's just a thing. But anyways, brawling outside, Swagger tosses Rusev into the ring long enough to clothesline him and toss him out of the ring again. Boots to Swagger. Shots to Swagger's neck and shoulder for a prolonged period of time that just seemed a bit awkward. A failed Swagger bomb, a broken Patriot lock, and Swagger's only bit of offense is to knock Rusev off the apron. Quickly back in, super kick, accolade, Rusev gets the win. Swagger's not that bad. I want them to give him something. After the match, Axelmania appears on the Titantron and announces that, you know, Rusev is an undefeated U.S. champion. I'm an undefeated Royal Rumble competitor. I've been in the Royal Rumble for 39 days now, which is great. Does a great mockery Hulk Hogan impression. Challenges Rusev to a match on Raw, because when he wins the match on Raw, he's going to earn a United States Championship match at WrestleMania. This is going to lead to Rusev getting his ass handed to him by Cena again on Raw, but whatever. I mean, this Raw coming up this Monday is going to be epic, isn't it? You know, Wiz Khalifa's going to be there, who looks like Deluxe Man on heroin. Moving on. Ziggler and Ambrose versus Barrett and Harper. Truth is on commentary. Truth still has the belt. Fantastic. Harper and Ziggler trade headlocks to start. Harper with a tackle. Ziggler with a dropkick. Barrett in. Ambrose in. Mudhole stomping by Ambrose. Chops in the corner and a bulldog by Ambrose. Harper and Ziggler trade punches. Ambrose and Barrett trade elbows. It's great. It's wonderful. Harper with a gator roll on Ambrose and a suplex. Harper rides a headlock for a long time. Jawbreaker by Ambrose. Barrett stomps and rides a headlock. A dirty, and it is, top rope tornado DDT by Ambrose is probably the highlight of the match. Ziggler with a clothesline splash neckbreaker combination on Harper, and a jumping DDT by Ziggler on Harper. X Factor by Ziggler on Harper. Ambrose hits the rebound clothesline on Barrett to keep him out of the match. Ziggler hits a super kick and a zigzag on Harper for the win. Ziggler and Ambrose win the match. Bullhammer to Ziggler and a boot to Ambrose, both by Barrett. He thinks he's going to get the belt. Truth is leaving with the belt. Ambrose hits a suicide dive on Barrett, who's distracted by the leaving of his belt. Harper tries to take the belt off of Truth, like he did on Raw, but this time, Truth just bitch slaps him, and it's fucking amazing. Truth is at the rampway. It's fucking wonderful. He's going to leave. He's going crazy. For no needed reason whatsoever other than, okay, we need to shoehorn him in the match somehow. Daniel Bryan comes out shouting yes. Daniel Bryan has done nothing to earn a championship match other than a victory on last week's SmackDown because of interference, and has no standing storyline with anybody else in this match. But he's in the match. Sure, why not? R-Truth, who's been stealing the belt all night, hands it to Daniel Bryan because scriptwriters say so. Yes chants with Daniel Bryan like a bitch and has to leave. Bryan, I'm going to sneeze. It's going to happen. Bryan stands on the rampway for what I think is going to be the end of the show. Yes, yes, yes. Climb the ladder triumphantly. Hold up the belt even though you've done nothing. Be gifted another title shot just like John Cena gave you last year. This is Daniel Bryan's new thing. But then. Oh yes, made me happy, happy, happy for so many reasons. Bryan is taken out. And it's not by the 5 existing members of this match. It's not by Truth, or Ziggler, or Ambrose, or Harper, or Barrett. It's by fucking Stardust. Oh, the only person left standing high at the end of this night, at the top of the ladder, holding the gold with Daniel Bryan flat on his back where he belongs, is Stardust. Oh yes, if I wasn't already an immense Cody Rhodes fan, I would be now. I cannot wait. Honestly, and that's, you know, my feelings on Daniel Bryan aside, you guys know I think he's a great wrestler. My problems with him are elsewhere. This match is going to be fantastic. And I'm saying this right now, and I said it in my opening little spiel there, and I'm going to say it again here now. Right now, it looks, unless something else magical comes along, I am looking forward to the main events. I am, because they're all intriguing. Cena Rusev is intriguing, to some degree. Sting, Triple H is intriguing. What the hell was I going to say? Wyatt versus Undertaker is going to be good, and Lesnar versus Roman is going to be better than most people think. That's fine. In the ring, the Divas match, whatever they do, and this ladder match are going to steal the show at WrestleMania. This is the thing. The other thing, and I know I don't review NXT very much on here, the NXT 3 days before WrestleMania is going to be Finn Balor versus Kevin Owens. Why couldn't we do this on the WrestleMania pre-show? Why is Finn Balor not doing that fucking amazing entrance at WrestleMania? I know, usually I mock the guys that are like NXT marks, and there's guys out there, let's be real, there's guys out there that would only be happy with WrestleMania if the main event was an NXT Battle Royal. Are there not? And I mock those guys, and I think I do it rightfully so. But put it on the pre-show. Put it on the WrestleMania kickoff, Owens versus Balor. Not even for the match, just so that we can see that entrance at WrestleMania. The creative guys, and the pyro guys, and the technics guys, and the audio-visual guys, and the special effects, and all those other creative brains. When Finn Balor does come to WWE, does get into a prominent spot, and does get to WrestleMania, that entrance is going to blow everything away. I'm not disrespecting Bray Wyatt when I say this. Bray Wyatt, I don't think, is the next Undertaker. Bray Wyatt's going to go along and be something fantastic, but the next Undertaker, if I'm going to look at young talent right now, is Finn Balor. There's a couple people out there that say Baron Corbin is the NXT Undertaker, and that's suspect to say the least. But I've veered off course. This is what happens when you watch NXT and SmackDown on the same night. Tonight was great. We got a lot of build for this ladder match. Even though Daniel Bryan is in it, for me. Even though R-Truth is in it for a lot of other people who don't think he's going to contribute to the match at all, this ladder match is going to be something special. The Divas match it's just something I've wanted to see for a long time, but it should be good. These two will be the two best things in the mid-card of WrestleMania, for sure. The problem I'm having with it right now, and this is only a prediction on my part, with how great the ladder match is going to be, I think they're going to put it on first. And I don't want this match to be the curtain jerker. So, mixed feelings, but the match is going to be great. I'm excited about WrestleMania. You guys know this by now, and this is a 25-minute SmackDown review. That's entirely unnecessary. Great SmackDown. I've had a lot of fun telling you about it. I know I haven't done a SmackDown review for a while, because, you know, I've done collabs, and I've done previews, and I've done Q&As and such, and these only happen when I don't have any of those to do. So this has been fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. Tell me down in the box below if you give a damn about my SmackDown reviews. I know a couple people have, and I appreciate that. But SmackDown reviews don't get a lot of response. And I know, I'm the asshole Canadian that gets SmackDown a day before everybody else. But, you know, cut me some slack. Wait till tomorrow if you want to watch SmackDown tomorrow and then watch my review. But, legitimately, let me know if you guys like these. And if not, if the answer is in the resoundingly negative, I will find something else to be my second video of the week on weeks where I don't have Ask the Phoenix or Tackle to do. I've rambled on quite enough, and I will see all you guys later. I've been Spaz, your YWC Reality Check. Subscribe up there, talk down there, start a conversation, keep all these conversations going. When you do watch SmackDown, tell me what you think of it. Don't be a stranger. I'll talk to each and every last one of you later, but for right now, I am tagging out. Bye, guys.
Like me.